Okay, so since y'all saw my dentist trip and heard about my tooth, let's talk about how I got punched in the mouth. So my sister was friends with this chick named Regina, and they had been friends since like the 6th grade. So she was honestly like a family friend. So when I had moved into my place that I'm in now, she wanted to move in with me. Okay, cool. I didn't make her pay rent, none of that stuff. You just buy your own food. That's honestly all she did. And then slowly and surely, she started moving in her dude. His name was Scooby. And I kept telling her that I didn't want him here. Like, he can come over and, like, hang and shit like that. But I didn't want him staying here. But they were having none of that at all. Then they started doing, like, little shit, like, started selling weed out of the house. And I told them, don't do that. I'm not a drug dealer, but even I know a cardinal rule of drug dealing is that you don't sell out of your own home. And then they brought some smelly ass dog, completely cleared out one of my rooms and like put the dog in there, and then he stunk up the whole house. Like, it was like little shit. So I told my sister that I felt like I was being bullied in my own home. So she proceeds to tell my mama, and y'all know mamas, they don't let nobody pick with you. So my mom and my sister came over one night to my house. Of course, they had their own keys because they're my family. And they told them that they had to go. Technically, they told him he had to go. Regina could still stay, but she felt like she had to go because he couldn't stay. So I'm telling them that they need to pack, that they need to go. But I also worked overnight at Walmart. And anyone that has worked at Walmart knows that if you're on a D-Day, you can't do anything else. So I couldn't call out, I couldn't miss work, none of that stuff. That was like my last straw before I got fired. So I told them that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I need to go because I got to go to work. I'm going to need y'all to just go ahead and leave. And then when I come in the morning, y'all can come and get your stuff. Regina automatically was having none of that shit. Talking about, no, I need to get my stuff now. You're not going to hold my stuff from me. And I'm like, Regina, I'm going to be at work. I'm not going to hold anything from you. I'm going to be at work. I told her, you know what time I get off. You know what time I get here. I'm literally going to let you get your stuff. So then that's when Scooby decides to get disrespectful. He starts saying, we don't want shit out of this raggedy motherfucker. No, we need to get our stuff now. And so I got pissed. I said, are you honestly going to sit there and disrespect me in my own home? He goes, yep. I said, well, then get the fuck out then. So I start, like, pushing him towards the door. And when I say push, I don't mean, like, shoving. I started belly bumping him. I'm like, get out of my house. Belly bumping. And then that's when he hauls off and, clocks me in the mouth. So I immediately run to my phone. I immediately call the police. I'm like, that's assault. I can fuck up your life. That's when Regina, that I have known for like, at that time, over 10 plus years, looks at me dead in my face and says, why would you even do that to him? Are you serious, bitch? Do you see what he did to my face? So I told all of them to get the fuck out of my house, and it eventually ended up turning into a war, which I don't know if I'll get into that later. But yeah, and so now this tooth is dying. All because you, Scooby, couldn't be a man and get your own place. You had to mooch off women. That's how much of a bitch you are. And if you ever see this, I want you to know you're a bitch. And you too, Regina, don't get it twisted. But out of everybody in this story, the heroes of the story, number one was my mom and my sister. Number two, Robin, my old manager, because man, she worked that to where even on my D-Day, because I had to call out, her and Jeff took me off the schedule and I didn't have to worry about that. And then my bestie, because when she came over to the house and she handled the police and everything and helped me get him arrested.